Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
So we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter number 6, the glories of Sri Advaita Acharya of Adi Lila, verse number 1. Vandetam Srimad Advaita Charyam Adbhuta Cheshtitam Yasya Prasadad Agnyopi Tatsvarupam Nirupayet. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Advaita Acharya, whose activities are all wonderful. By his mercy, even a foolish person can describe his characteristics. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So we are starting a new chapter today, which is going to give us knowledge about glories of Sri Advaita Acharya. We'll cover 1 through 15 today. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, we see in this very first verse, is offering his obeisances to Advaita Acharya. And he's also giving us knowledge that his activities are wonderful. And only by the mercy of Advaita Acharya, even a foolish person can describe the characteristics of Sri Advaita Acharya. Now, in this chapter, we come across this, what we sing just before the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami is offering obeisances to all. First, he is offering it to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then Lord Nityananda, and then he says all glories to Advaita Acharya and the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he's including devotees also. Devotees are very, very, very important. If we want to progress spiritually, then it is imperative that we have association of devotees, because without association we will be lost. So in two verses, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he's describing glories of Advaita Acharya, and he says Advaita Acharya is actually incarnation of Maha Vishnu. Many times, especially in India, they say Krishna comes from Vishnu. Right? Have you heard that before? I've heard that. And I believed it because I didn't know. I had not read Bhagavad Gita, I had not read the Vedic scriptures, so I also believe. But we can see even from Bhagavad Gita that Krishna demonstrates in chapter number 11, he shows how Vishnu comes out from the body of Krishna. And then Krishna goes back to his original two-handed form. So here, Advaita Acharya, he is an incarnation of Mahavishnu, and he's the one who creates this cosmic world. We have learned this in Srimad Bhagavatam, how Mahavishnu, from the pores of his body, all the universes come out. So he is the creator, and he does that with the help of Maya. So, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that there is no difference between Krishna, between Mahavishnu, or between Sri Advaita Acharya. They're non-different. They're all, everything comes from Hari, the Supreme Lord. Hari means one who takes away. Did you know the meaning of Hari? One who takes away. Takes away what? our obstacles, our sins. I won't say problems. Problems stay with us. We have to solve them. So he takes away all the anxiety that we may have on the spiritual path. So that is Hari. So, and he is called Advaita because he also teaches us devotional service. The purpose of Advaita Acharya coming down on this earthly planet was to teach us how to worship Krishna, how to love him, how to perform devotion to him. And that's why he's called Acharya, Advaita Acharya. Acharya means teacher, teacher who teaches by example. So he is the Lord and he's also the incarnation of Lord's devotee. Is that confusing? Srila Prabhupada says when we read Bhagavad Gita or Chaitanya Charitamrta, Srimad Bhagavatam or any other Vedic scripture, we may find that, oh, this is something beyond my conception. I cannot understand. Then what should we do? What do you think we should do if there is any knowledge that's beyond our conception? Exactly. Approach a bona fide authority and learn from the bona fide guru. So this is what Srila Prabhupada has also taught us, that if we go through the guru in parampara and we understand through guru, sadhu and shastra, then we will be able to understand. So what is the purpose of Krishna expanding as Mahavishnu? Is to create. He creates, he maintains. How? With his external energy. And this all happens by his will. It's not that we decide, oh, now creation should take place. No. Only when Krishna decides, when he wills, when he has that desire, that's when all these unlimited forms are manifested. And then Mahavishnu enters into each universe. And Advaita Acharya, he is the direct incarnation. And someone had asked me once a question: what is the difference between an incarnation and plenary part? Yes, right? So, what is the difference? And I was reading, and Srila Prabhupada says incarnation is when the Supreme Lord directly appears. He descends. One who descends is called avatar or an incarnation. And the plenary part of Mahavishnu is Advaita Acharya, but plenary part means he's equal in potency of the same potency of the Supreme Lord. There is no difference. He is empowered by the Supreme Lord. That is the plenary part, and is not separate from the Supreme Lord himself. So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that Mahavishnu is non-different or not separate from Advaita Acharya. Now, what is the purpose of Advaita Acharya coming down besides teaching us devotion is to help Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his pastimes, to also help Mahavishnu in his pastimes. You see? So, Advaita Acharya is, we would say, we have utmost gratitude for him. Because if he had not come down and he had not prayed and begged for the Supreme Lord to come down as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we wouldn't be sitting today and chanting Hare Krishna. Do you agree? Because he's the one who came down and showed us, besides giving us the knowledge, he also showed us what to chant, how to chant, when to chant, and also taught us what will be the result of attentive chanting. So Advaita Acharya and all his activities, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, is all auspicious. And he is a great teacher. So anyone who is attracted by devotional service to Lord Vishnu, such a person, such a devotee, Prabhupada says, is rendering the greatest service to humanity. You see, we may do different kinds of service for the Lord. We may not for the Lord, I mean for humanity. We may feed the poor, we may give clothing, blankets. I got a call saying, would you like to come and distribute blankets to the poor? You know, that's also a good activity. But what is the greatest service we can do? Giving them knowledge by which they can understand why are they poor, why are they suffering, how to break this cycle of suffering. So here Prabhupada says preaching is rendering the greatest service to humanity. It is considered the topmost charity. We may give millions of dollars, we may give a lot of clothes and food and build a hospital or a school or whatever we may do, but the greatest charity is giving this knowledge to others. To whom? To Pandits or to fully Krishna conscious devotees? No. To those who have no idea who they are, what are they doing in this material world, and how to break the cycle of birth and death. So, giving knowledge by which we can liberate others. Those who do not accept Krishna consciousness is what Prabhupada is saying. Those who do not, they are bereft of liberation. They cannot liberate themselves. But there are some who like to come back because they think this material world is a clubhouse. It's so much fun, right? I can go trekking, I can go swimming, I can go, what else? Whatever, right? I can do so many things in this material world, right? Probably there's no trekking in spiritual world. I don't know. We were there before, but we've forgotten, whether all the, huh?
There is a Meru mountain, right? So
Exactly. So you can do trekking over there. That's right. Yes, there's Meru Mountain. So there are some who are very happy. They feel they are happy. They think they are happy in this material world. They are very satisfied because they have a beautiful spouse, they have a beautiful home and nice cars, everything, nice job, lots of bank balance, and they have no miseries at all. I think they are fooling themselves, right? Because seven miseries are there whether we are rich or we are poor. So Prabhupada is saying that those who do not understand the eternal function of living entity because of poor fund of knowledge, not that, it's because they don't have knowledge. And that knowledge, whatever they may have, he says may not be based on bona fide knowledge. So they may just believe whatever they have been taught. Like I was taught when I was little, I was taught by my mother that there are many gods. We had many gods in our temple room, and my father would say, you have to pray to everybody. On Monday, you should fast for Lord Shiva. On Saturday, you should fast for Hanumanji. And so, this is what I was taught based on the knowledge they had, right? But here, the Vedic scriptures are clearly telling us we should not have blind faith. We should not follow the crowd, whatever others are doing. If there are a lot of people going to one place, doesn't mean it is the right place. So, Advaita Acharya, he did not come down to teach us how to perform fruitive activities like you do this and this is a benefit you'll get. And then if you do this and this is what you will attain. No, and he did not even teach us impersonalism, that God has no form, God is formless, God is just light, Brahma Jyoti. No. But because people in general are under the influence of Maya, they do not understand even Advaita Acharya, who is none other than Mahavishnu. He is Mahavishnu, and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that Sri Advaita Acharya, he bestows all good fortune. So when I read this, all good fortune, oh, that means lots of diamonds and jewels and pearls. No. Good fortune means he gives us Krishna Bhakti. Krishna Bhakti is much more valuable than all the valuables we may find in this material world. Now, another name for Advaita Acharya is Mangala. What's the meaning of Mangala? Auspicious. All auspicious. He's also called Mangala. And all his activities are spiritual, obviously, because he's none other than Maha Vishnu. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that anyone who hears about Advaita Acharya, anyone who glorifies Sri Advaita Acharya, they themselves become glorified and they understand their real identity. Now, if someone asks us, who are you? What do we say? We give our name, right? Of course, you can't say, oh, I'm spirit soul. They'll think something is wrong in my head, because if they don't have knowledge, they won't understand what are you talking about. Hey, what's your name? Oh, I am spirit soul. No, no, no. If you remember the class that Vaishnav Maharaj gave in Baltimore, I was, it was such a beautiful class, right? It was so beautiful. And he said, we have a habit. And after hearing that class, I feel a little embarrassed because he said in the class, then when we meet someone, what is the first question we ask? How are you? And what did he say? We know we are in material world. We know we are suffering. We know we have problems. And what do we say? Good. Right? So he said, those who ask this question are shameless, and those who answer also are shameless because they're telling a lie, right? So when anyone asks me, how are you? Then I feel embarrassed to say good because I am not good. I have issues with my body, right? Such a powerful class he gave. So here, people don't know what is their real identity. They only identify with the body. Jivera Swarup hoy, Krishnera Nitya Das, not Krishnera Sunday Das or Saturday Das, not once a week Das, no. Eternal servant of Krishna. We've heard this many, many times. We have that memorized, right? Anytime anyone starts with Jivera, we know how to finish it. Swarup hoy, Krishnara Nitya Das, right? We know it. Right? There's no need for anyone to tell this to us. But have we realized it? That is a big question mark, right? But only Prabhupada says, only when we follow this process of Krishna consciousness very seriously, then we will come to a stage of perfection where we will realize that I am the eternal servant of Krishna. So he continues to say that Mahavishnu, he creates this entire material world with millions of his parts, his energies, his incarnations, and he creates everything material and spiritual. Innumerable planets, innumerable universes, and he creates in the material world and even in the spiritual world. Now, we've heard from Srimad Bhagavatam that the spiritual planets are called Vaikunthas. And the topmost Vaikuntha planet is Goloka Vrindavana. So the Supreme Lord Krishna or Mahavishnu, they are the cause of both material and spiritual planets. And Lord Brahma has already explained to us that Krishna is the cause of all causes. And he is always complete. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says he's always complete as energy and energetic. So this whole creation is caused by the energy of the Supreme Lord. Even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna concludes that he is the source of all the energies and everything emanates from him. What is that verse from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10? Aham sarvasya prabhavo mataha sarvam pravartate. This whole material manifestation is caused just by the glance of Supreme Lord. In 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Maya dakshena prakriti suyate sa characharam. Hetu nanina kanteya jagat viparivartate. That just by glancing at material nature, everything comes into existence. The creation takes place. And unfortunately, most living entities get entangled and entrapped in this material world. But the Shastras, they are giving us knowledge how to disentangle ourselves. Yagnathat karmano nyakta lokoyam karma bandhanaha tad artham karma kantaya mukta sangha samaj. Mukta. If we want mukti, then we have to perform all our activities for the pleasure of the Lord. There's no need, Prabhupada says, there's no need for us to waste time. I met someone in Baltimore and she told me that I have joined Sanskrit classes because I want to learn Sanskrit. So my question was, why would you want to learn Sanskrit? So she said, so that I can understand these verses and also,
Relish them. That's all.
you heard that?
Yes. I mean, I heard from somebody to relish
More of these, yes. But she wanted to compare with what Prabhupada has translated. So I said, that's waste of time. You're wasting your human form of life. A Sanskrit scholar who's called Bhakti Vedanta, he's got the title of Bhakti Vedanta. He is considered the greatest Sanskrit scholar in India. So he's already done all the research. Why would you want to waste your human form of life to learn Sanskrit? How long do you think it takes to learn Sanskrit?
years.
Many, many years, right? So when we've already got a plate full of fruits, why would we want to go and create a garden and grow some fruits and then try to pluck them and eat? No, you have already got it in your hand, a plate full of fruits. Just relish them.
And Prabhupada, in one of the lecture, he said clearly, you don't have to learn Sanskrit. Whatever I
Yes.
gave one by one translation.
Mhm.
If you learn that much, you are good enough. You
Exactly.
don't need to go like
Exactly.
special classes for this. He
Yes.
said in very clearly
Mhm.
knowledge. Because during that time, I think most of the devotees, they want to become a PhD holders and they want to
In
convert.
Sanskrit, yes, 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 exactly. And also, Prabhupada said, if we are unable to memorize the Sanskrit shloka, if we memorize just the translation in English, that's sufficient. That we can say, oh, chapter 2, verse 14, Krishna says that just like the summer and winter season come and go, similarly, happiness and distress comes and goes. Simple. We may not know Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya. We may not know. That's okay. Just the translation is sufficient. Why? Because that helps us in preaching, giving this knowledge so that the other person thinks, yes, this person knows it, right? It's not just randomly speaking. So here we learned in the beginning of the class that charity, the topmost charity is giving this knowledge to others. So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is reminding that people get entrapped and conditioned in this material world, but instead of wasting time, one should take up this process of Krishna consciousness very seriously. Now, the purport to verse 14 and 15 is very elaborate. I was reading over and over again. So when you have time, please go through it. It's talking about Sankhya philosophy. And I am not expert in Sankhya philosophy. So I will not be able to explain it to you. But when you go home, you please read the purport of verse 14 and 15. Not now, but once you go home. Because otherwise I'll be speaking to the walls, right? You'll be reading and I'll be speaking to the walls. So, but basically, it's talking about Sankhya philosophy. So, if you read the purport thoroughly, then you will. It's important to have this knowledge also because someone may ask us a question. Hey, what is Sankhya philosophy? And then we'll like, I'm not sure. Let me go read. Right? But it's very elaborate. But the main point is that even though one may be chanting, reading, hearing, associating, doing seva in the temple, preaching, prasadam, everything, do you think this is sufficient? In a way, it is sufficient, but we still need the mercy of Guru and Krishna. And that will come only when we have you know embarked on this spiritual path with all sincerity and seriousness. This all is sufficient, that we just chant, we hear, we do seva, we go to the temple, we preach, we read, we eat only Krishna prasadam. Sufficient. Now, in the Bhagavad Gita, we have learned that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the cause of all causes. He is the Purusha. He is the sanctioner. He creates everything, yet he is aloof. He does not get involved, right? He does not get entangled. We've learned all this, and same thing Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is repeating. Now we may say, "Oh, I've already learned that. I've even learned that in Srimad Bhagavatam. Why am I hearing it again in Chaitanya Charitamrta?" Because we forget. I am 100% sure, including me, all of us, we've forgotten what was the first verse about. Yes? Even I forgot. Oh, yeah, that is the name of the chapter.
The first shloka was
Yeah.
and second is our prayer, or second shloka was prayer.
Yes, Jai Jai Shri
Shri
Chaitanya
Chaitanya.
Jai Nitya. Yes, but that is human memory. It doesn't. I mean, it's very very short lived. So all the more reason that we have to hear again and again. And here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that Krishna is a creator, yet he is aloof, he doesn't get entangled. And if one understands, I am not this body, everything else will fall in place. That is a basic knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. I am not this body. We have heard this, we preach this to others, right? But the big question, $1,000,000 question is, have I realized it? When I wake up in the morning, do I say, I'm not this body, I am the spirit soul. And my eternal position is to serve Krishna, to chant the holy names and become perfect. The first thing that comes to mind is, what is for breakfast today? Right? What should I cook for my family today? If you remember, I had told you about Mr. Shah in Mumbai, right? Mr. Shah, you remember Mr. Shah in Mumbai? We used to go to a suburb. We used to travel almost 1.5 hours in Mumbai, Nalasopara. Yes, we used to go there because there was this very enthusiastic family, Mr. Shah. And we had met them how? When we bought that small house there, we thought it'll be like a weekend getaway kind of thing, right? So when we went there, we thought, oh, Janmashtami is coming. So let us go house to house. There it's allowed. Here you can't do house to house. You can do probably, I don't know, but it is dangerous. There you can just go knock on the door. So we went house to house, and there were maybe 600 flats, 600 apartments in that complex. And so we went there to invite them for Janmashtami. Please come. Janmashtami celebration is there, and we will have nice prasadam. Imagine. Almost 100 people came. Yes, because prasadam. Imagine me making alone, myself making. And that day, I think I had made vegetable biryani, this is so easy to make, all this. So, but from that group, we found two families, very, very serious and sincere. One was Mr. Shah, and then was a South Indian family. I don't remember their name, but now that South Indian family, one son, he got initiated, and his mother got initiated, but his elder brother, he died of cancer when he was very young, maybe 27 or something. But this Mr. Shah, very serious. They started a class in their house once a week. And we were so happy then. Devotees from Bhayandar temple, right? ISKCON Bhayandar, they would come and they would also give a class over there. So Mr. Shah was very, very fond of food, eating, very attached to food. He was chanting 16 rounds. So he, in the morning before going to work, he would give the menu to his wife for the day. Yes, he would give that. And he wanted the whole feast. Like there has to be dal, rice, two sabjis. There has to be puri or roti. Then there has to be a fried. excuse me, there has to be papad, salad, raita, and 2 sweets every day. Hare Krishna. I know.
Close to Chapan Bhog.
Chappan Bhog. Like he thought he was the Supreme Lord and he should be served Chappan Bhog every. So then gradually we explained to him, that life, there some people say they live to eat,
Yeah.
right? But no, you have to eat so you can live. So here the concentration was on the body. There was little concentration on the soul because he was told he was chanting 16 rounds, which is also good. But then when he told his wife to start chanting 16 rounds, both stopped.
Oh.
Because wife was not interested in chanting. She was not interested in self-realization. I guess she was interested in cooking only. I don't know.
Maybe I think if she will chant, who will cook then?
Maybe she could have given that excuse. I'm cooking the whole day. I don't have time to chant. But then this Mr. Shah, he had a 5-year plan. He had a 5-year plan. I think in India they do have 5-year plans, right? The government has some. LIC has a 5-year plan or something. Government has, right? That this is what they're going to achieve in the next 5 years. He had a 5-year plan. Guess what? None of it worked. We met him after a few years. In his plan, it was that his son will get married at this time to his girl of his choice. It didn't happen. Next was after 2 years of marriage, he would have a grandson. It did not happen. He had a granddaughter, you see. So 5-year plan we make. There's no guarantee it's going to work out. It's good to plan, but do we make a 5-year plan for spirituality? That, okay, now I'm at this stage, next year I should be here, then following year I should be here. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is explaining, we need to understand not to focus so much on the body, understand the difference between body and soul. Just like we differentiate between the car and the driver, right? Don't we? Car doesn't move without the driver. Similarly, the body doesn't move without the soul. So who is important? The driver or the car? The soul or the body? This is how Prabhupada is explaining to us the difference. So when the soul enters into a particular body, it is because of the superior power. It is because of Krishna's will. Based on our past activities, our karma, we get inside a particular body, in a particular family, in a particular city, country, whatever we may call. And all this, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, happens under the superintendence of the Supreme Lord. This purport of verse 14 and 15 is so powerful. All this Srila Prabhupada is explaining in the purport. You see? And it's not just that human beings get a particular body based on past karma. No, it is even the birds, animals, insects, reptiles. They all get inside a particular body based, of course, with except human beings, all other species, they are just going through evolutionary cycle. Like a rat will become a cat, cat will become a dog, dog will become whatever, right? And then the topmost animal is cow. And after cow comes human being. So everybody goes through evolutionary cycle, but we human beings, we go into a particular body based on our past activities. So who is the cause? When we go into a particular body, who is the cause? We are, right? That's what we need to understand. Prabhupada gives a nice example. It's important to understand the cause. He explains that a woman, she conceives, the child is growing in her body, and she delivers the child. Who's the cause? Man.
Oh, man. Oh.
Because he's the one who injects the living entity, the soul, into the body of the woman. That's how she becomes pregnant, and that's how she delivers. So someone may say, no, woman is the cause of the birth of the child, but we need to understand the cause is the father. Similarly, we may think I'm the cause of this, this, and this. No, but the Supreme Father is the cause of everything. You see? So, material world is created because of Supreme Lord, and Supreme Lord enters into the material world. He enters into varieties of manifestations that take place. He's present in each and every living entity's body as Param Atma. You see, and this whole creation is working under the direction of Krishna. There is a famous saying, not a blade of grass moves without Krishna's permission, right? It's his will. He decides. We may desire, but he's the one who sanctions it. Nothing can happen without the will of the Lord. So, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada also explains that out of all these different, how many people are there in this world? Any guess? Billions?
700.
Close to 8 billion people, right? How many of them are Krishna conscious? Handful, right? If you consider 8 billion, how many people are there in this subdivision? 600, 700,000?
Subdivision?
This subdivision?
It's 110 houses, right?
So
130 now. 130 4.
Close to 400.
400. How many are sitting here? And 4. Right? Bahunam janmanam ante jnanvan mahaprapad. Vasudeva savranti. Samahatma sudurlabha. Such a soul is very rare who understands Krishna Vasudev is all in all, who is interested in spirituality, who understands that I am not this body. Such a soul is very, very rare. So we sitting here today and those on Zoom and Facebook, we are very, very fortunate. Why? Because we have access to this knowledge. We have access to the Guru Parampara. We have understood, or at least trying to understand, the purpose of human form of life. So since we have this great opportunity, we should make best use of it. Prabhupada says, let us surrender to Krishna. Let us remove all the contamination from the heart, the mind, the senses, the intelligence. Remove all the contamination. And the easy way to do that is chanting the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And when we do this in association of devotees, then we get more power. How many of you felt blissful when Janardhan Maharaj was here? Wasn't it so? And then we got a bonus, go to Baltimore and again associate with another set of devotees, right? It felt like it should never, yeah, it felt like it should end because we were tired, that we've been on our toes for almost 2 weeks. But it was so rejuvenating. Do you agree? Yes, meeting so many devotees, meeting them after such a long time, making new friends, chanting together, dancing together. I mean, remember the dancing we did in Uttam Radhika's house? Oh, Krishna. It was so blissful, right? And we were looking for opportunities. When is Janardhan Maharaj going to start Kirtan again so that we can dance again? This is the power of devotee association. And we not only felt blissful, but we were also guided. What is the guidance we got? That we should meet once a month, right? And that was a very nice suggestion, nice guidance that we meet once a month, not as, in devotee clothes and sit down for a pravachan or anything. No, we just meet and we talk, we associate, and we eat prasadam. This is what Rupa Goswami has suggested, right? 6 things to do. Give gifts, take gifts. Give prasadam, take prasadam. Confide, reveal your mind, right? This is what we do together. So we should come up with a plan that we meet at least once a month, whenever it's convenient for everybody, that we can start bonding more and more, make our bonding more strong. So I finished till verse number 15 today. And if anyone has any questions or comments, we can take that. Otherwise, we are going to discuss